My name is Nikira and we are SpainHomes. Today I'm in the vibrant city of Denia, a beautiful coastal city that is located right in the heart of the province of Alicante on the Costa Blanca. This city is known for its maritime history, its cultural, beautiful architectural buildings, vibrant hustle and bustle of nightlife, gastronomy, and its traditional festivals and celebrations that it has throughout the year. Right here I am on the Esplanada de Cervantes. This little beautiful promenade is lined with palm trees and also with restaurants, cafes and bars. It was named after a renowned Spanish writer called Miguel Cervantes and is one of the places that is prominently known to be so close to this beautiful port, showing us all of the wonderful yachts and boats that moor on this extremely expansive large port in Denia. Right in the centre of the historical part of the town of Denia, we are right here in the main street, which is also known as Calle de Marqués del Campo. This is a street that is lined with various restaurants, bars, cafes and lovely independent retailers and boutiques for people to actually look at and explore. What is wonderful about this particular time of year is we are now in the heat of July and it is shaded and pedestrianised. So during the day people can stop, get cool, escape the sun, enjoy some of the view, watching the people go by, and maybe even choose any one of these number of places to stop and have an ice cream, cool down. Right here in the old town of Denia, I am just a stone's throw away from the church and also from the castle. There are a wealth of cafes, restaurants, independent retailing boutiques and places to explore in these cobbled winding streets. As I'm walking along this particular street, Calle de Oreda, I can find that I am just literally in awe of all the amazing smells that are coming out of all of these restaurants and cafes. It feels relaxed, it feels like a nice place to get shelter from the sun and also a place to watch the world go by as well as get a bite to eat. There are loads of streets filled in this way with things to just browse and enjoy right across Denia's old town. In the old town on Calle Loreto, you can actually stay in the hostel or hotel Loreto. This seems like a wonderful little retreat nestled right in the middle of the historical old town and has a gorgeous courtyard as you enter that is absolutely, completely authentically Spanish. This locale do specialty coffee with orange juice and espresso, and it's called Bumble Coffee. I have never heard of that. And they do it with their freshly roasted coffee that they get delivered every week. Bumble Coffee. I get to see right through into their kitchen and they're impressing me with their cakes. Hola. Me gustaría probar el Bumble Café. I have a thing about brioches and focaccias because that looks like it's some kind of apple cinnamon roll in the form of maybe a very beautifully cooked brioche with some pistachio sprinkled on top. This is a Bumble coffee. So it's an espresso, shot of espresso with cold orange juice, freshly squeezed, and it's been served on ice. I tried it just now. I'm going to try it again. You get the notes of both the juice and the coffee. There's no denying it. You can taste both very clearly. It's a little bit bitter, and so for my taste, I would add sugar, just a little bit, just to take away that slight bitteriness that sometimes an orange can have, but it's rather refreshing. I like it. I never thought I'd say that. But I do. I like it. Bumper coffee. So I have just entered a very Moorish designed, inspired part of the castle's entrance, right here at Castle Denia. And I feel like I'm in the most regal and palatial of entrances. You can see that they have these traditional grills that are used to cover openings. No doubt there'd probably be all kinds of dungeons underneath there. But this is a gorgeous way of entering. Look at these gardens. Look at the walls. Look at how they're fortified. The castle. So let's say like they lead to some of the dungeons, the keep, the towers, and actually have been kept in beautiful condition for us to be able to walk through now. You can only just imagine though back then they weren't very well illuminated. People probably have to walk through all of these areas with torches, and I dare say the floors wouldn't have been as fortified as they are now. They have actually reinforced the structure with like this very thick kind of metal mesh that keeps all the rocks kind of very much so in place and undisturbed. But then they've also put in, and I'm not sure if it's like a structural thing or if it's just purely for aesthetic. I think it is actually some kind of art piece that goes on through the tunnel where you have kind of oxidized rust archways of different geometric measures all the way throughout, giving you a really interesting perspective of the tunnel as you're looking down it. I love that. So you get to see the history through the buildings all the way through Denia. In the architecture, you will find that they are very much always wanted to hold on to that maritime history and culture that the town is known for. And so you find that a lot of the houses are fishermen's houses that are brightly coloured in lots of different kinds of vivid colours like pinks and blues and reds and greens. You also find they have small balconies that are beautifully and lovingly ornate, but beautifully decorated as well with flowers and plants. And you also find that they are quite small and tall, slim houses. They come around in various ways through cobbled streets. You also have in between them lovely whitewashed houses. It really gives you that sense of rustic history and charm. And some Baroque decoration. Inside you've got apparently an amazing altarpiece that is dedicated to the Virgin Mary. And then you have ornate sculptures and columns. You have chapels. Look at that centerpiece there. It's beautiful. So high. Right in the centre of the historical town of Denia, you will find this very prominent and striking landmark, which is their church, the Lady of Assumption. This church dates all the way back to the 18th century and has neoclassical, Renaissance and Baroque detail that run throughout the interior and the exterior of it. It has beautiful, intricate works, sculptural pieces and ornate decorations, paintings and statues. The church actually is divided into various chapels and areas of prayer and worship, but you can't deny the remarkable and very impressive aesthetic that the altarpiece gives you. Dedicating to the Virgin Mary, this is one of the most beautiful decorations of altarpieces that I have seen. What I love about the interior of this church is I've noticed that it has gorgeous chandeliers that decorate and adorn all of the archway areas and all of the domed roof areas that you see when you look up. You can really see the Renaissance colours and the design details in the paintwork on the ceilings, and you can also even see the stained glass windows. Truly quite magnificent. not to mention very tall. For hours and hours and days and weeks and months doing all of that. I'm always impressed by just the amount of work that goes into just the door. This is Denia's very famous port. It is a large and quite elaborate port because it has, as you can see, marina clubs where you have the boats and yachts that are moored here quite comfortably. It also facilitates as a transportation hub for those that are wanting to get to other places, other parts of Spain by boat. So for example, the Balearic Islands, which is somewhere that people like to go to from Denia. And it also feeds into its maritime heritage by having its fish market for the people that are wanting to do market with their fresh fruit produce every single day. It is also able for the fishermen to have somewhere to bring importing and also exporting a lot of the things that Denia is known for. It is particularly known for wine and raisins and other agricultural goods, but fish has been definitely right at the top of the list for centuries. Just a short little drive outside of Denia Centre, you come across some of the most spectacular, stunning and off the beaten track beaches. This one in particular is called Las Rotes, and it is a popular destination for those that like looking at rocky cliffs, beautiful undisturbed coastline, a chance to paddle in rock pools, do little bits of windsurfing, hiking, kayaking, paddleboarding, and for those that like diving and snorkeling to discover the marine life, this is the place to do it. It has crystal clear waters and has this breeze that is constant and just forever giving. Also, across the way, you get these wonderful aromas of these culinary restaurants that specialise in local seafood. So grab yourself a taste and a bite. So I have enjoyed this little whistle-stop tour of Denia. I hope you also have enjoyed it. This place has literally opened my eyes to a region that has a fundamental hub of transportation for other parts of Spain. Right there, I'm just looking at behind me at all of those people that have come from other parts of Spain, so Ibiza, Fuerteventura, even Mallorca, by ferry to Denia and to explore this side of Spain. I just think that it's beautiful with its mountain ranges, its natural parks, its historical quarter and its vibrant restaurants, bars, cafes and shops to enjoy. I really think this region is very Valencian and is worth a look.